As you can see, there's a lot to talk about this week. So the first thing is I'm officially TEFL certified. I wasn't expecting anything from them for a few weeks, but I got my cert on Friday. This is the PDF version. I'll get the physical one in a month since it's coming from UK. And I'm glad it came on Friday because I would have done a million things by now. And I told myself last week my main goal was to complete the LinkedIn learning course. But I stopped myself and I pushed it for next week. So my plan is to record the video for channel 2 about my experience with the platform and getting the cert. It's already been scripted, so all I have to do is just record a video. Next thing is to redo my intro videos for Preply and then create a new one for italki if I get approved for that one. I'm redoing it so I can switch my focus from content marketing to business English. I'm going to also go through some content related to business English. So that'll be my main offering for those platforms. So business English and then tech. So I'm going to update Preply, sign up for italki, update Upwork. LinkedIn is already updated. And then my resume is also updated for TEFL roles. For LinkedIn, I completed the course on Tuesday. So I did half on Monday and then the rest on Tuesday. The coursework went through e-learning, storyboarding, how to make training videos, and how to improve the learner's experience, which will help me out for this new service I created, which I'll talk about in a few seconds. By completing one of those courses, I also gained some PDUs for my project management cert. So I have my CAP-M and I have to renew it in February. So the last course, I gained like a 0.75 PDU. I was trying to figure out what was a popular tool that's used for this industry. So it's between Captivate and Articulate 360, I think, or Storyline. It looks like Articulate is used more often compared to Captivate. So I'll do a crash course to get familiar with Articulate and then add it to my resume for the EdTech roles. So for the new service, I had another witching hour session on Wednesday and decided to narrow down my services even more. Instead of having the content writing and the content editing services separately, I merged them into one productized service. In ChatGPT, I added the 2 links to those sales pages and asked it to make it into one page, and then also define a title or a new role for this service, plus including the instructional design skills I learned. And it came up with learning content specialist, learning media producer, educational technology content specialist, and e-learning content creator. But the one I liked the most was learning content developer. So that's how it worked out for me. The ideal client will be the creators and educators. So if they have educational channels, if they're course creators, online teachers, and tutors that create videos like training videos or YouTube videos, this service will be like an end-to-end service. So I'll do everything from plan, script, edit, and publish the videos or upload the videos depending on the platform. And then also create the slides, like the presentation slides if needed. But I leave the recording to them. All they have to do is read the script or outline, and I'll handle the rest, like editing the videos and publishing for them. It will be dope to expand on this service, like renting out a workspace where they can come to record the videos, so we can work together while I edit it from there in the same spot. And so that will make it a full end-to-end service. But for now, I'm just doing everything except the recording part. So that's just 2 services on my website now. Clarity Call, like it Ask Me Anything, and then this service. So on Monday, I'll clean up my website, make some changes on the homepage, and then hide the other services, and then link everything to the new service. So I thought last week was my 1 month of vlogging, but it's actually today. So I'm trying a new workflow where instead of putting everything into one video like this, where it's just a talking head of me talking about everything from the week. I want to record my thoughts during the week and then compile it into one video. I noticed when I script everything for this vlog, the energy and the excitement from those aha moments are gone by the time I hit record. I'm going to try voice memos on my phone. Hopefully the audio is okay, but the voice memos on my phone and then screen share the B-roll. So I'm not stuck reading the script and trying to remember everything in the script. And plus it'll save me time in editing. And also, so you're not looking at this one slide or screenshot of whatever I'm sharing. On my wish list, I have, once I hit my financial goals, I'm going to treat myself to the Insta 360 Go 3S camera. I wasn't feeling the DJI Osmo camera that everybody keeps talking about, but the Osmo was handheld, and I was looking for something where I'm hands off. Insta 360 camera is going to work out for me, but this will have me outside recording B-roll like a maniac probably, and I'm okay with that. So this one is a good option, plus it's cheaper than the Osmo. So that's on my wish list for now. So with this time off this week, this gave me clarity on what I need to do and the things I need to prioritize so I don't burn out and hate everything. In the last year, I've been trying to keep up with what's trending, like podcasts, newsletters, and digital products. So for the newsletter, for example, it's starting to feel like a chore right now. So I'm spending too much time for a tiny audience that's silent, no clicks, no replies, no feedback. I do have a 100% open rate, so that's something. More feedback and more replies will let me know what to improve or if there's anything I should remove or add to the newsletter. So this Friday, I'm going to ask the email list if they still want to get the emails. And if it's crickets, I'll put it on hold for now, or I'll move it to monthly instead of weekly. But if you are into these vlogs or in behind the scenes stuff, you can sign up. I'll leave the link in the comments. Just in case you don't know, I share 4 curated links from around the web and a little summary about the resource, so a video or a blog post. I also share 1 content idea of the week, so you can use this to jumpstart your next video or post. And I will share a resource of the week. So this could be checklists or roadmaps or AI prompts or cheat sheets. And it's all inside the resource library. If you're interested, you can sign up to join the newsletter. So for the big goals, so the scary goal I had was getting on camera, and that's done. So my next thing is making sure the more I show up, the more content I create, and that will get me closer to getting monetized. But I'm not trying to put all my eggs in one basket with YouTube. So I'm going to go back to being the typical Caribbean girl and keeping myself busy with multiple jobs. So it'll be me creating content for both channels, and I will be using YouTube for my lead generation and marketing, and then the freelancing as a content developer and online tutor. There's also affiliate marketing, and that's easy. All you have to do is sign up for a program and then post a link wherever you can to get commission. And then later on, once I build the audience, I'll revisit the newsletter, the free one and the paid one, and then relaunching the digital products. But this is after I build an actual audience, an engaged audience, so I don't feel like I'm talking to myself. I'm also open to full-time employment, but that'll be plan B. After dealing with 2 layoffs and then working at a toxic job, I don't want to depend on that anymore, especially when the layoffs keep hitting every other day. So that'll be, like I said, a plan B when it comes to full-time employment. Also, all of this can be done from anywhere as long as I have my laptop and my Wi-Fi. So that's a win for me. So what I mean by the obsessed is better than unserious. So I finally watched Ali Abdaal's video, How to Be Rich, after ignoring it forever. My mindset at the time was, I don't need to be rich, but I realized my definition of success and being rich isn't the same as everybody else's. I also realized my definition isn't just about a number. I've been too chill about it or unserious about it. And having a fixed mindset kept me stuck with the I don't need to be rich. So that was a lie I told myself to get comfortable. Then I gave myself a mental give smack because why not want that, basically? But now I get it after watching the video. Be obsessed, but not ashamed about focusing on making money. It's not a bad thing. He basically said in the video, if you're not rich yet, it's a you problem. So that was a little dragging. That was needed. But if that's what you want, he's basically saying, get focused, be obsessed, no more doom scrolling. So you read, watch, listen, and learn from the experts of whatever it is you want to learn, and then repeat until you hit that goal. So for instance, if you want to become a full-time YouTuber, focus on all the things YouTube. So for me, when I was obsessed with YouTube, I took everything I learned from the pros and applied it to this channel. And now I'm using it for channel 2, and that's gonna hopefully start the domino effect I talked about in the last section about freelancing and lead generation and the different types of marketing. So that's gonna be something to focus on, like be delusional or be obsessed, but just get shit done to reach your goals. So the last video I talked about reading the Blue Ocean Strategy after watching the last episode of Behind the Diary. In another video, I talked about reading Feel Good Productivity by Ali Abdaal. And I keep forgetting that I have the audiobooks on Spotify. So I'm going to start listening on there. I have 15 hours a month that I can use. So that's like 2 to 3 books I can cover. So outside of the vlogs, I haven't posted any videos. So my plan is to bring back the podcast, but make it fun for me and do a book series review. And I'll take the key takeaways and lessons learned from that book and then share how to apply it on YouTube or in your business. So that's what I'll be working on. So I'm hoping I could do 2 books a month on Spotify and then 1 or 2 videos every month for YouTube. So that's it for this week. If you made it this far, you can like the video and say, hey, Marge, in the comments. But for now, peace out. See you next week.